What's up? What's up?
Hey,
What's up, everybody? Hey, just I got another big treat for y'all today. I'm just telling you right now, this is gonna be pretty good. But another episode of Live with James Massey, and right now we have Leon Duncan here, and he's about to just kind of dive in some of the stuff that he does. He's gonna be able to bless the real estate community, like we always do. Always bringing value, helping agents take their business to the next level. Some of the things that we do, and we're always coming every Thursday at 11 o'clock and interviewing some bad blah 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 agent in this industry. So Leon, man, you just made some changes, brother.
yeah, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good.
Right. That's right.
Man. Yeah, man. James, we known each other. Man, I think it's been over a year, and about a year, probably a little around a year. And I've been looking at EXP, and so yeah, we made some changes. We came over to EXP.
Came over to EXP,
Yeah,
man. So like, all right. So let's talk about that whole journey, man, because like, your whole process was a little bit different because you didn't come from just the traditional sales aspect of it like a regular agent would. Let's go into a little bit about that and why. We'll get into why you made the switch, but
I mean,
just to back going back a little bit as far as like what you do and how you make your money.
okay. So my name is Leon Duncan. I know a lot of people in here probably don't know who I am. Then you got some people that do, but I'm actually the broker for Property Line, which was Property Line Realty at the time. Boutique brokerage. What we do is we focus. Our team basically would focus on investors, working with investors, but not just that, but having it where agents now can learn from working with investors how to actually procure real estate themselves. So how to buy real estate, how to raise money around them to buy real estate, and also to put into projects. Everything from fixing and flipping to maintaining it themselves, like buy and hold. And I mean, there's some variations like wholesaling, which is just another technique. But we did stuff like subject to properties, some of the real creative things, but that we would allow to help homeowners that are in certain situations. So this when I was getting my real estate license back in 2006, long time ago, I remember instructor saying, you know how you make money in real estate? You get between a buyer and you get between a seller. So really, that's what we were getting between buyers and sellers, working with particular special buyers that had money, had cash, they have it, and they are trying to get into an asset, into a real estate property, whether it's a multifamily, whether it's a single family, or whether it's just land too. Sometimes just hedge funds, large nonprofits that need to actually get into some property, or they need to liquidate their portfolio. We typically would handle them. So bringing in agents that would do that. Not all agents want to do that, So my team really, we're probably at its greatest time, we're probably about five strong. At the lowest, we're probably about two or three of us. But we're turning transactions over left and right because that particular business niche, we know that our buyers that are coming in, they're already qualified. They got money and they want to spend that money in some way, shape, or form. It's not a more an emotional, how you deal with buyers and you deal with sellers for their primary home is more a little emotional. They got to have that warm and fuzzy feeling. I mean, we've dealt with that before, and we do that, but more or less they're not walking in with that warm and fuzzy feeling. For them, it's more or less about the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, and some people say that can be easier type thing, and some people say investors and working with them are kind of harder as well. So, like what is your? I mean, well, I guess you're kind of an investor yourself, and
Yeah,
it's funny that you said that because like when I first started off, I started off investing in houses before I got my real estate license.
yeah, you told me that. You
Yeah,
were saying that. Listen, when you told me, that's what grabbed my attention.
yeah,
Like, okay, EXP, he started investing.
Yep.
That
Yep.
really grabbed my attention.
Yep. That was the route I went down, and I went down, getting my license. Be honest with you, because I never ran across some really great agents at the time that I felt
Yeah.
was good. And I don't know if people work with investors. We always think we know more than the real estate agent anyway. So
Yeah.
I had that chip on my shoulder.
And that's the thing. Investors are very savvy because you're dealing with your own money,
Yep.
and you got a bottom line. You got to make a certain amount. You want to cash flow a certain amount. And the reality of it is, as an agent, if you haven't had your hands in owning a property, like I used to work corporate America. This is a great analogy. You got to own what you sell. I'm a believer of that. And there is a point in time, I know you don't come in owning what you sell. Like I used to be a sales director for a sales manager for a very large alarm company. Everybody knows them. They see them. I'm not going to put the name out there, but a sales director for them. And the whole thing I would tell them, I said, hey, do you own this particular product in your home? So it's a different field. Then we could talk about taxes. Then we could talk about escrows. Then we could talk about those different things, money down, because it's coming out of your pocket. Then we could talk about cash flow. And I mean, it's very funny. I sat back and I noticed when I first got into the real estate market, it was my first transaction was a real estate investor deal. Literally, my manager let me go from my job because I was working there. When he found out I had my real estate license, he let me go, called me back 3 weeks later to sell his house.
Wow.
He was facing foreclosure. And I'm thinking, oh my, why did you let me go? Like 3 weeks. But I needed that. And it was an investment transaction deal. The buyer came in, and that was the first time I realized what a wholesale was. That's the first time a wholesale transaction. That's the first time I saw a short sale. That's the first time I dealt with a short sale with the bank. First time I saw those things, daisy chains. I mean, agents now, we get scared, and there's a lot of agents out there. Oh, I don't understand. I don't know what this is. We don't say go. None of this was deviating from what you do as a real estate practitioner. Really, it was identifying what these things are so you're not nervous. And you can say, listen, we can't do it like that. We need to do it like this because this will get you to the closing table, and this is the right way to do things. So all of that experience led to me finding attorneys that deal with investment, and they knew what they were talking about. They knew how to structure notes, and can educate me along the process also. I mean, as an agent, I always say find an attorney that's very vast in title, that knows these different things, because you're going to learn a whole lot more, and you're going to increase your value in the marketplace.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's real good stuff, man. Man, I'm just wondering, like, what kind of impression that you leave on somebody that's gonna fire you and hire you 3 weeks later to actually sell their house. I mean,
Easy impression to fire me or hire me 3 weeks later. I mean, I was busting my butt as one of his supervisors also. I mean, going to school from Morehouse to Georgia State. Everybody down here, y'all know who that is. From Morehouse to Georgia State, studying for my real estate license at the same time. And then working that job where I'm busting my butt, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and working for his company up until 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 12:30, and then going to do classes and then studying, then repeating the thing over again. So I guess I made some impression, but I helped him fix the problem, which was big. And I didn't realize till years later, man, listen, I actually learned something that a lot of agents don't know, and I truly believe, I mean, I'm a different type. Is there agents that are out there that say, hey, I want to build long-term wealth. And I'll tell you, that's what kind of brought me to EXP. I'm going to tell you, that's what really brought it to me, because me and my wife, we bought our first investment property probably back in 2016, I would say, about 2016. But we bought our very first investment property, and that's when I got the taste for passive income, which is almost like revenue share. It's like it comes every month. And regardless of what you said, I didn't have the fear of like the running toilet and all that stuff. I just knew I wanted something that I owned that was an asset. And so I guess after we've had those conversations, I mean, a lot of people don't know I saw your big checks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I need to add that on. I was turning away agents. I was turning away people that wanted to learn about investing. I mean, think about it. Me, you, we're very different. A lot of agents sell people homes. We also buy homes for ourselves, buy property for ourselves. We're different from that perspective. We've got skin in the game. So my mindset at that point in time was, hey, how do we turn around and I'm sorry. How do we turn around and leverage what we're learning? You know, how do we turn around and do it? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, absolutely, dude. So, like, all right. So, No, no. You know, I know you're busy, but just kind of fast forward it. You know, the whole process. I mean, you got your brokerage that has a niche in the market where you know you're focusing on wholesaling, and the agents that you're bringing on board. Those agents, they actually are attracted to you because they want to do some of the same stuff. Not only just sell regular houses, but be able to be investors as well.
Yeah, and you know the misconception is you're focusing on wholesaling. Yeah, there are companies out there that do that. We don't want to just focus on wholesaling because wholesaling really is just a technique. That's not what we're trying to do. Wholesaling is one thing we learned, and it's been yeah, I'm wholesaling real estate, wholesaling real estate. No, we want to focus on building a real estate portfolio. We want to focus on fixing and flipping. On the course to doing that, I may look at a deal and say, listen, I like this one better than I like this one. Okay, I've already under contract. I'm gonna meet the terms of my contract. Let me go ahead and wholesale it to this person right here. They can take it. I'm assigned it to them, so they can take my position. I'll make a little something for the work that I've done, but I want to be over here. And in the course of doing that, I also learned that man, there's a lot of money flying around here. There's a lot of money. People don't realize in real estate, it's like, oh, you think you got to go to get a buyer to get an approved buyer that has a buyer approval, which are all great things. I love those things. Mind you, in the course of all of this, I've helped friends find houses and get into really good deals. But in the course of this also, as we sit back and we look, we got friends, we got family, we got people we know, they got money. Now, they don't want to get into real estate like you're doing and building and fixing and flipping, but they do want to actually get involved in it. Now we enter into the cash portion of partnering up with them for private money, which makes transacting and being able to purchase that home at the speed of light right now, or that property, it makes it good. Now you become like a mini iBuyer. And you don't just say, hey, I buy houses. You actually can come in and make an offer legitimately to buy houses, you know?
That makes all the difference in the world, man, because like, you know, everybody else, they talk about like, you know, how can I do it with zero money down and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's ways you can get houses with zero money down, but you're about to limit the amount of business that you can actually do because you don't have cash.
You don't have cash. You don't have access to capital. And man, I'm going to tell you, when I heard about EXP's program in the back, man, I said, geez, it's access to more opportunities. We can take those leads and we can work them on a different level, a different level of working that business. Some people, we know how much we want to buy at, and they may bring in a project that is not where we want to be, you know, just shy of what we have, where we can't run enough deals if we went after, but I know it's a good deal. And it's great to be able to have the resources now to give those individuals who are in need of that, because in that situation, offers on that particular property, on that transaction, on that deal, we can now help them actually get the house sold and get them to where they need to go to, you know?
Really, what I think you kind of summing up kind of what you're talking about is you're a solution in the marketplace.
Oh man, solution.
You know, so you know, and you understand opportunities and tools. So you're utilizing different tools as a solution for somebody that you know, needs to sell, whether it's distressed or whether they just don't want to go through the regular rigmarole of just, you know, just regular listing. But at the same time, if they do want to do the regular listing, you can help them with that as well. So like you're just kind of carving out your sector in this whole thing. So and you're helping other agents to do the same thing as the investor, and also as retail sales as well. So you got your brokerage, right?
Yeah.
You got your agents working in your brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going well. I mean, I've seen your lifestyle. You live nice. Right? So,
quality of life is always the thing that I've always aimed for. Quality of life. You know, quality of life is it. And I think we think money, but we don't think quality of life.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily how much money. Sometimes it's how the money flows to you too. You know?
So then all that's going well, and then you get a phone call from me. And
so helping one of my investors find a property, we find a house, we connect with the great EXP agent, and then I get this phone call from you after the deal's done, and like, yeah, I'm James. Hey, man, how you doing? And I was okay. It was different, you know. All right, but I'm always somebody. I think in a way, I've always been open to listening to opportunities, and I find sometimes it's just the way that we live. Yes, there's a lot of information out there, and you have to be open, if that makes any sense, to listen to opportunities, because it may not be right then that it fits you, but your mind will process it, and then when the timing is right, it was just the perfect timing, I said, listen, this is the time to make the switch for me. But it was great to be able to sit down and talk to you. And it wasn't, I mean, you didn't come off like, hey, you know, you got to join this, you got to look at this, you got to do this. Wasn't pushy, no car salesman like, you know, to the point I was like, he ain't calling me. What's up? I need more. You see, I was like, come on, you got to tell me more, man. Tell me more. What's going on with this? Don't just tell me more. I need to get access to more systems, more tools. No, when are you doing the next mastermind? What's going on? When are you doing next training? I want to know more. You know, because it's taboo. So I don't say taboo in the sales arena. I think. For me, I came from also a background of selling. My wife is in sales. I'm in sales. With network marketing, I guess I would say. It's been times I'm going down the rabbit hole of those network marketing companies, and I'm like, yeah. I loved certain things about it, but I said, man, I really like real estate. And I know some people, it may turn them off. And they be like, oh, Leon, come on, man. It's not network. It's this, it's that. I don't care, because I feel anywhere where people help you and they have a vested interest in you succeeding. In our climate in real estate, and I tell people this, I told my agents this when we were doing a transition. I said, listen, in our climate of real estate, you got to realize it's a dog-eat-dog world. You're not going to go down the street and meet somebody from this A, B, and C mom and pop's company that's going to share with you anything to win. You're sometimes not even going to walk in your office. I've been in Keller Williams, man. 2006, I got my license. 2009, I got my broker's license. Opened a brokerage in 2017. I've been in Keller Williams, Solid Source, Palmer. I've been in some of these really great companies. 3 years in Keller Williams. I've seen my profit share in Keller Williams. Woo! But the attitude and the spirit doesn't match what you get here, because you got to realize now there's a true desire for you to win from the individuals that bring you in and that's on your team. A rising tide raises all ships. And you don't see that. And some people say, I personally, I've been in one great network marketing company, very great, had a mentor, I still have him to this day, really good guy to call and talk to. I don't do the business, but he's like, hey, you know, he taught me a lot of concepts and things that I understood in it. But what fascinated me more was he won when I won. Yeah. And there's a purity to that. And a lot of people don't really understand that. But I hope that as we open it up and as we begin to talk about those things, EXP, what you're doing right now on the show, I've seen a lot of great different other shows and podcasts with members of EXP sharing their experiences that will be able to change the nature and the character of the industry, one agent at a time, one brokerage at a time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're a change agent for agents right now. You know, we're disrupting the industry the way we're doing that, and it's about the collaboration. I mean, I always tell people, man, a brokerage is a brokerage is a brokerage. I mean, you can hang your license anywhere, but if you're incentivized to help the other person to be successful. I'm talking about the best of the best, my best listing presentation, my best marketing system, my best way to grow a team, my best, everything. If you're learning from the best, I mean, you're going to grow, but not only that, but the whole company's going to grow, and we're part owners in that as well. So you got. I know we got a few more minutes here, but you got a thing that you're about to start launching
Yes.
in order to help agents right where they are in this company. And I know you was looking for a global. I know we talked about this, like I said, you had your brokerage. You was doing very well. Like I said, I seen the pictures and stuff. You and your lovely wife, y'all doing it big, but you started having a different mindset when you start understanding you can go not only just nationwide but globally.
But global. Fixing and flipping a house, and I don't demean it at all. I mean, you make as much as some people make in a year and working in their jobs, and I'm thankful for that. And some people are content with doing that and they say, Leon, I do multiple pieces. My challenge was I was having agents come to me and I was turning them away. I either didn't have the time to work with them or really didn't have the time to kind of groom them. Um, have I ended up with one particular agent, and now she really started running ahead of me doing different things. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But there's an untapped market that you really need to tap into, and I got to slow down what I'm doing to show you, put these systems and processes together so you don't leave money on the table. So coming over to EXP, now my mindset shift started changing. I said, listen, how can I now reach agents in 50 states? How can I now put the things that I learned from 2006, my very first real estate deal, to today, combining investing, identifying good investment properties, really running some good numbers so you can understand what's going on with the property, and then transitioning not just to selling property, but actually being an owner of property. And I know there's a lot of people that venture to do that, and there's a lot of people in the space. I think what I kind of bring to the space that's a little bit different is I've operated as a full agent for a time, and I had to learn how to operate as an agent investor, and then an agent investor broker, which gave me, as a standalone brokerage, a lot of understanding of what is needed to do it while you're also staying compliant, while you're also meeting the needs of agents, the people that's selling. So what we want to do is we want to look at now putting out every week uh, great content that can help agents that want to transition, that want to feel more comfortable working with investors, but also want to transition to owning their property. Okay, they want to transition to being owners of real estate, building a portfolio, even flipping property also, and then understand what it means to do, what a subject to is, what a wholesale is, having understanding of that so they can now know what they're facing whenever they walk into a situation or a circumstance. So I feel like I have a different, unique perspective in doing that. I've been in the sales background for years and years. I mean, sales is my background, but understanding the numbers and how to move the pieces around, and then how to personally raise money so that you're not relying on your credit score saying you can buy this house or not, or relying on a hard money lender saying we're going to come in and buy this house. We're going to deny your loan, or we're going to take 45 days to do it. We're going to take 30 days to do it, or you got to bring XYZ amount to the table to be able to do it. That's a big thing. And I want to provide that for agents that want to transition and they feel they got the guts to do it. I'm a prior military guy, man, and I believe it takes guts, and it takes a certain toughness to go through and do it. And the people who actually make it to the end, we made it to the end of basic training. Not a lot of people made it to the end of that. Some people didn't stick around in the military. Some people didn't stick around in 82nd Airborne, the 18th Airborne Corps. But those who stayed in, they realized the benefits, and they were able to gain a lot of information, which now they came out and they're running their businesses to that highest level. So I want to offer that to agents, not just at EXP, but agents that are out there. And you also consider this too, James. I know we crunch for time, but there's a lot of people that want to become agents. I've got one of my investors right now that's working on his license. He called me from his training and said, "Hey, I'm in training. What's that form that you fill out? Because I need you to fill that form out, Leon, because by the time I'm done with the state exam, I need to get going. Now I'm thinking on top back of my head. Now I know he's fixing and flipping that house. We got that thing listed. Now, is he going to plan on taking that listed? Nah, that's not it. That's the old average agent thinking. In the back of my mind, really, I'll be serious about. I said, man, dude, this guy is now about to enter a different phase, dude. It's a different phase. It's a different phase. And I told him that. I said, dude, this is a different phase you're going to end up in. Now, the people you have been sending me that want to rehab houses and buy houses, you're going to start to hold on to them now. And when you're holding on to them, I'm going to plug you into a system and where I'm there to help you. But you've got a system, a company that's going to help you not just build what you're doing for real estate as on the investing side, but also now be able to tap into that retail side, because we all know when we fix and flip houses, they go back out on the retail side. You know, we deal with buyers, we deal with sellers, so you get the whole package. And I love it, man. You sold me. This sold me when Kendra Reese came in. When I understood Kendra Reese, their model from back in 2006 or 2008 or something around that time. So this made it really work, and the power behind their systems and processes, I know, is the next level to making us great. And I want to share that with as many agent investors and agents that want to be investors and investors that want to be agents that are out there. You know.
Man,
I'm
Leon,
going through this fast. I know we don't got a lot of time, man. I just wanted to get this out there, roll through it fast. I didn't want to be long-winded, you know.
absolutely, man. Hey, I am super excited, dude. I'm so happy that you're on board. I mean, I know you about to kill it. And just make this statement in this business, dude. I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have you as a partner, and I know we about to do great things, brother.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna do some great things. You know, I'm always gonna be calling you.
Hey, I'm always an answer.
For your coattails. I can't wait for man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be following you around St. Thomas.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Thomas. I'm gonna follow you around. Everywhere you at, I'm there. You know, I need to learn as much as I can, man. And I enjoy learning and I enjoy growing, and this company fits me. It fits it perfectly.
Dude, I'm excited about what you're about to do for other agents, dude. I mean, I know you got the heart for that, and man, I appreciate it. And to the next one, just let everybody know, just real quick again. Every I'm going to be interviewing somebody. Leon, dude, when you come back, we're going to have you back on again, dude, so you can kind of go over like when you get everything set up. So we'll have you back on.
Man, we're going to have a program where you can download. If you want to know what wholesaling is, it'll teach you wholesaling. If you just want to just know exactly what a subject to is, it'll teach you that, how to raise capital. You'll be able to go to the website. It will teach you that. We're going to release all of that out there and be there to be able to help agents understand it, and people that want to actually get into it, understand it. And dude, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing it.
I can tell, man. Hey, well, awesome, dude. To the next time, like I said, next Thursday, 11 o'clock. All right.
All right.